Right, what's up, traders? Happy Monday. It's pouring with rain here in Belito, South Africa. How you doing? I'm here with my good friend Zach
What's
Arbucci.
up? How we doing,
What's up?
James? It's nice over here
Yeah,
in New
all good.
York, man. You got to make it here someday.
Yeah, I got to try out the pizza, bro. I got to try the pizza. But no, a little bit of a frustrating day for me today. I ended slightly down on some accounts, break even on some. I got these nice Nasdaq longs to end the day, but I tried some Dow longs and some Nasdaq longs earlier as well. Before just I didn't trade the other accounts on this longer player. So a little bit of a frustrating day for me. But bro, that's resiliency as a trader you got to have, right? But how's your day been today? We're going to speak about our weekly review last week. Just go over that roughly, and then also speak some prop firm stuff. How's your day been today?
Yeah, absolutely. Today was pretty good, man. So morning session was wonderful. I took 2 trades, 2 wins back to back. Was up about $1,800 between 3 accounts. I was copy trading my Tradeify accounts. I also took it on a CFD prop firm account that I have, all live accounts. Really great. And then, this is actually something we could talk about too, maybe briefly. I decided to trade the afternoon session, right? And to be honest, I wasn't super interested in any trades, but I wanted to get, this is like kind of what being somewhat of an influencer or trying to get good content is about. I wanted to screen record a trade, and so that I could post it, talk about the PM kill zone, because I'm going to be streaming on ASFX TV, hosting my own stream. I'm like, oh, this would be good promotion if I could find a good trade. So I sat there and tried to find a trade for about 2 hours and basically lost about 1.5 hours. So, I mean, I'm still managing risk. The trade was still valid, but to be honest, I think I kind of forced it for reasons that are kind of stupid. And that's just part of the game. But I did manage the risk well. So we're up 1,200 on the day. Definitely not complaining.
Nice.
But the PM
Yeah.
session was rough, man. On NASDAQ, I mean, we basically had a killer AM session, moved in all directions. There were plenty of opportunities, and then PM came and we just consolidated.
Well, yeah, I mean, look at Nvidia. Just have a look at Nvidia here on the. Wow, look at this. Nvidia, we all-time highs now, 140. Here we go. Nasdaq starting to pick up because Nvidia is picking up a little bit. So, yeah, interesting day. As I said, like I got caught trying to buy the Dow off the opening range, initial balance lows here. Obviously, just poor. Something that I have actually started to look again here is some Heiken-Ashi candles. I've just started to play around with them.
Interesting. I used to mess around with those.
I know. I do like messing around with things from time to time. We didn't actually get a bullish green bar closing through my 21. So just interesting. I'm just having a look at how I can optimize. Always, bro, as traders, if we lose, it's never us. It's always the different color candles. That's why we never had a good day. But maybe let's start going over our weeks from last week. We can just get a little bit of dialogue. I want to close this window here. It's pissing with rain and it's making a loud noise. So if we just bring up your chart, let's speak about your week last week, Zach.
For sure. Yeah, let's do it. So we got my screen up. So let me get my TradeZella here and make sure I have all of my accounts linked. So, okay, we do. So yeah, so October 14th to the 18th. This was my week, third week of October. It was an interesting one, actually. I mean, we were green, so I'm not complaining there. Made about 2,000. Now, I actually was only green for 2 out of 5 days, though. So this is actually an interesting week to go over, James, because usually when I'm more locked in, I manage about 3 to 4 green days. Those are my usual weeks where I'm seeing the market clearly. But I was still able to turn out a profit simply by risk management and position sizing. So if you see here, my win rate, 25%. You guys know I trade with a higher R multiple and a lower win rate strategy. It's just the way that I operate. So profit factor, 1.3. And let me bring this up. So daily win percentage, 40%. So I was green 2 out of 5 days. But my average win-loss per trade was 4 times my risk. So for example, I'm trading 4 accounts right now, copy trading the majority of them. So my average loss is about $63 with my average win being $250. Equity curve was pretty clean. And again, this was all from position management. So if we go here, my month has been pretty good so far. I mean, nothing crazy. I'm not, I'm not over the moon about my performance this month, but I'm not complaining either. It's been pretty good. But if we let's go to my journals, because I do have some good stuff in here. So if you see, the biggest thing that I would say that helped me this week was keeping my red days smaller than my green. So we start with Monday, red, negative 1400. Tuesday, 2500. Again, Wednesday, negative 1300. Thursday, 2700. So you see a pattern here. My winning days are going to be around a certain amount, and my red days are almost always, for the most part, going to be smaller. And that's just from using personal daily loss limits that will actually liquidate me out of my trades. It's been a lifesaver for me because when I get frustrated, I'm sure you can relate. Sometimes I can't control myself and I will keep going. I've learned that about myself. It doesn't mean I'm a terrible trader. I just understand that. So I have to put fail safes in there to stop me and save me from myself. And it's been working out really well, even on weeks like this where I really wasn't seeing the market that clearly most days, but I was able to turn a profit.
Yeah, it's personal loss limits have helped me a lot. So yeah, 100% agree with you on that. So we can just pull up my charts over here, my week. Let's go here. Just something interesting. We do have obviously Tesla earnings this week, as well as Coca-Cola, AT&T, Verizon. So Tesla, I think, is going to be the big one this week. Let's go to my week last week, up on the week, but I did have a pretty poor trading day on Wednesday, just, not following my plan. And I did do a live stream of this, and I was just, I think that was that funny quote that I said I couldn't hit a barn door with a banana. I just have a reel on that. So pretty frustrating day on Wednesday. I mean, I wanted to short I wanted to buy the Dow actually, and then I liked the Nasdaq shorts that we were trying together.
Yeah, I was in with you.
Yeah, and then it ends up I end up trying to short the Dow for fuck knows why. I don't know why, but anyway, you know how it goes, bro. You know how it goes. So pretty poor trading day there. And then not cutting my losses when I should have been. But anyway, and then trading will take you to emotionally uncomfortable places. Trading success requires you to be willing to travel to these uncomfortable places and learning to survive and thrive there. Pain avoidance only holds you back. There's simply no painless way to succeed in trading. I think a lot of guys, they say, even myself, I'm like, man, when will I just even when you're making money in trading can be sometimes mentally taxing. So, but end of the week, I'm positive last week after one poor trading day. Obviously, Monday was the bank holiday. Tuesday, I had a little bit of a green day, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, I had a little bit of a green day. Had a bit of a green day. After there was that massive flush out on NQ. I almost got trapped in that, but closed for a loss and then got Dow long. So as you can see here, I was trying the longs, you were trying the shorts. I was wrong, you were right. And then I got the Dow longs off the bottom here, and I felt I should have actually even maybe got some shorts in here into the afternoon. So I think that's my thing, is just staying focused for the rest of the day, because sometimes there's some easy afternoon plays. And then Thursday I bounced back after that poor trading on Wednesday. So it was a pretty, and then Friday I had another solid trading day as well. On low volume trading day too. I mean, Friday was there was no follow through, and I still was able to make 1% across my account.
Yeah, I'm surprised by that because Friday was tough, man. I just could not get a good trade.
I was adding in, so I got in on the position and I got back in on the lows, if that makes sense.
Definitely.
So it wasn't too bad. I see. Obviously now we're looking like we're moving quite nicely here on the Nasdaq. Otherwise, what are your thoughts on the market at the moment? What are your current work on, Zach?
So talking about the market, technicals,
where
we think it's going.
Yeah, well, not really where you think it's going. How have you been playing these markets at the moment? What are some of your work-ons that you're working on in your own trading at the moment?
Yeah. So, the biggest thing for me has really been, it's been two things. Number one, it was implementing finally that hard daily loss limit, which has completely changed. I used to go through these periods where I do really well and I can't do anything wrong. And then I get big payouts, and then I always inevitably blow the accounts. That was kind of my process. It was rinse and repeat, which, listen, that could be a profitable model. It's been profitable for me. It's been very profitable, but it does get taxing after a while, even if you're making money on it, because every time you blow 3 accounts, if you were copy trading them, or you blow an account here, there, now you have to worry about getting that funding back, taking the evaluation. And I felt like I was getting a little bit burnt out from that model. So I decided, let me put in some hard daily loss limits. Let me just trade smaller size. I'll copy trade the majority of my accounts so I could still make good money on payouts. Yes. But I don't need to go through this boom and bust. Even though it's profitable, I don't need to go through that because emotionally it could be quite taxing. So that's been one thing. And it's been great because when you're copy trading, especially with futures, I'm trading like 2 to 5 micros max position. So when I'm seeing the P&L floating, it doesn't even like, it looks like I took a $100 loss, even though in reality I might have taken a $500 loss, but I don't feel that, you're kind of tricking that in your head. So that's one thing. It's been really helpful. But the other thing, this is more from a technical perspective, is I've been adding into my winning positions. And I feel like I've finally really gotten the science down to it, because it was always really tough for me to do this. I was more of a one in, one out guy. I was either going to make a full profit on my trade, or it was going to go break even or loss. And now being able to add into my winning positions, I've been able to effectively keep my risk the same amount. So if I want to go with a $100 risk per account, right, I will take my take my starting position with that dollar amount of risk. As it goes in my favor, if it's going in my favor, I will add into the position, but I'm only adding into the position once I am comfortable with lowering my stop loss to either keep it at the same dollar amount of risk that I initially had, or for a full break even. And in this situation, I will take a couple of more break evens than usual, because my average entry is going to go down, but it increases my R multiple by 2, even 3x sometimes, while still keeping my risk the same. So that's why, like when I showed the stats right there, my average loss being $63 with my average win being $250, I'm able to do that because I'm adding into the position successfully and trailing my stop loss with price. And that's been huge for me. It really works for my style, because I'm looking for those bigger moves anyway. So I might as well put more contracts on if I can keep the risk the same.
Just a question here. So we got what's a wizard? So many trades. How do you guys overcome over trading? So we've got multiple accounts linked to it. So if I have 30 trades in a week or in a day, I might have 6 accounts linked, 7 accounts linked. So it's actually only 4 trades, if that makes sense. So just to clear that up.
Yeah, I get that question all the time.
Yeah, especially when we share our TradeZilla, statistics and everything like that. It looks like you're holding up. I'll just bring up my my Nasdaq, latter half position that we got here. Looks like we're actually making new highs. These are Heikin-Ashi charts. I'm just stuffing around with these, as mentioned. But we're actually reaching previous days highs now. So my idea was right, and this is sometimes that eats me in the arse. Sometimes is that I actually am right on my initial bias, but I'm in too big too early, and then I can only trade smaller to the rest of the day, because I don't want to hit my max loss limit for the day, or the drawdown limit that I have for the day. So for example, I might be down, let's say my loss limit's $1,000. I've really lost $800. I can only risk $200 on the next trade. And then it's frustrating because you end down on the day, but you actually had the right read. So a lot of the time, again, it's not actually about, like, you can have the right read, and analysis is not trading. You're going to actually execute, put your money where their mouth is, and actually turn it into your profits. Something that's also actually just having just having a look at today as well, Zach, is that I've been trading the Dow quite often, but I'm actually thinking of actually focusing solely on, obviously, the DAX in the London.
Interesting.
Mostly the London session, but then the Nasdaq and S&P in the New York session. I think sometimes looking at all three do take away from my concentration levels.
Sure.
I'm still going to have a look at the Dow, but I think the Nasdaq is still my best ticker at the moment, and then the DAX in the London session as well, obviously.
I think that's a great idea. I mean, bro, I've tried to look at the Dow, and I like to see the indices either being correlated with each other, or
the Dow does not correlate.
The Dow just does not correlate, to the point that if I'm always looking at it, it's just throwing me off. Because I just can't trust what it's doing in relation to the Nasdaq and the S&P. So I think that's smart, personally. The Nasdaq, I'm a Nasdaq guy. That's all I need, man. I look at ES for correlation, but I'm trading Nasdaq.
Well, also just to be straightforward as well. Like if you look at all the guys on the top step leaderboard, as he puts the zin in his mouth, is they're all trading. Most of them actually, the ticker that they're trading is NQ. Just like the guys in the top 30. They always have that leaderboard. The guys that are trading, they're all trading NQ. Most of them, vast majority of them.
It just offers the most opportunities, in my opinion. It really does. I mean, the ES moves. You can make good money on the ES, and you'll get a bit more of a stability in the price action. But the flip side of that is with NASDAQ, if you get a runner, if you can hold some of your positions, I mean, it just moves an insane amount. Like, there's more opportunity, in my opinion. So that makes perfect sense.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and find that list here for you guys. But obviously, Top Step posted almost every single day. So But yeah, last week was pretty interesting with MyFundedFX actually blocking the APRs, and then they re-put it on after I made a tweet about it, and guys were complaining.
It seems like
thoughts on that?
It seems like they circled back. It seems like they caught a bunch of flack for that, and they switched it up and then pretended like it didn't happen. I could be wrong. That's what it looked like to me. What do you think?
I agree with you, bro. 100%. I think that people are like, what the hell? You didn't even tell us, So obviously it's going to be a bit of a shit one,
Yeah. No, you got to tell people. That's crazy.
Here we go. He has like look at what he has. One of the guys that is in the top 10. Look what most of the guys are trading. NQ. I'd say like 80% of the traders, or more than that, are trading. I mean, there's one ES trader. Okay, he's number one. ES is number one, and he's got balance and payouts 330.
Damn.
Okay. And then another ES. So there's 3 ES, 1 CL, and the rest NQ, bro.
Yeah, man. It's there's a reason for that. NASDAQ moves.
Yeah. And I think that so I'm going to be circling around, focusing on the DAX in the London session, and then because you know me, bro, I'm always like after gym, I'll come here and I'll be like, okay, well, DAX is moving quite nicely. Let's have a look at it. So DAX in the London session, and probably NASDAQ and ES a little bit of in the New York session too. I've even though Dow's nice and it can be nice at times, I have seen at times it actually it puts me off from actually taking good trades if I'm only focused on like 2.
Yeah. No, I completely agree, man.
The video actually reaching new all-time highs here today on the close. We got a little bit of a push on the close here, up from trading at 140. It's very interesting. Netflix at all-time highs, $770 a share. So yeah, bro, things are moving here, Zach.
They're moving. We got election season coming up. We're gonna have some volatility, man. I feel like these past 2 weeks we've had volatility, but we've kind of been in this overall higher time frame range still, where we're not getting significant breakouts, especially on the NASDAQ. The ES and the YM, bit of a different story, but NASDAQ, we have been in this macro range. And I think we're just consolidating, and election season's going to come up, and we're going to get moving. There's going to be some really clean opportunities, in my opinion.
Yeah, especially after Trump wins, the stock market should rocket.
I'm excited, man, because I wasn't trading the indices during the Trump presidency, and I've heard crazy things. So I'm excited for this.
Yeah, I also wasn't trading the indexes during Trump. I mean, he tweets something and things just skyrocket, right?
Yeah. That's what they say.
My plan is actually I also want to be trading a little bit more of the individual stock names, like Mag 7 stock names on my personal account and on my FTMO funded account too. So that's going to be some plan as well that I want to be doing on top of my indexes, like maybe just a NVIDIA and Tesla and an Apple and Google, like those as well. Because I think obviously I can trade them with my personal account, but and I actually have quite good statistics trading them, the individual stock names as well. So let's have a look. Okay, but otherwise, Zach, what are your, as mentioned, like what are your work-ons for this week from based on last week's performance?
So yeah, this week I think this week it's going to be more focused on just being able to accept that maybe I don't have the right read, or maybe if we're going to stay stuck in a consolidation, because I think my issue with last week, even though I came out green, it was successful, but I think I was not anticipating for us to be stuck in this consolidation range. So I was, me, I'm looking for these bigger moves. I need the market to trend. I need it to break out. And we weren't getting that. I was getting great entries near the bottom of the range, top of the range, and not taking profits at the midpoint or the bottom, expecting for this breakout to happen based off higher time frame analysis, which I still think we're going to get soon. But I think I need to be a little more prepared to take my profits if the trade starts looking like it's going to reverse back on me. I think that's going to be the key. And I did that pretty well today. I mean, today I had if I can go to my trading view real quick.
Yeah, sure. I also do want to cover something after you're done there by one of the comments here about Tilt.
Oh yeah, definitely. Here, I think I need to reshare this screen real quick.
Yeah, all good. Let's do this.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to share a quote on some Tilt here.
Interesting. Why can't I do this? You know what, James? Talk about Tilt real quick. I'll get this set up.
Okay. Yeah, all good. No stress. Let me just share it, and we can. and then we can actually speak about it. So we got a comment here from one of the guys that are watching. He's speaking about just going on. He said he went on a little bit of a tilt today. What happened? What happened today? Explain. Maybe if you could just explain more in detail. Over trading, over risking. What actually happened today? Because we've all been on it. I've just spoken about last week Wednesday when I went on it. So I think anyone that says that they don't tilt or do anything like that's
liars. They're lying.
Shit. Yeah. The best traders, I think they know when to press. They don't go on tilt as often, but they press big on their better trading setup. So like if a hot day comes along, they're gonna fucking crush it. Like they're gonna make 5-10%.
Exactly.
They're just gonna swing for the fences. One of the guys I know, he says, James, I'm not a better trader than you. You actually manage risk a lot better than me. I just know when to swing hard. That's what he says. So
I completely agree, man. That's been huge for me, and especially in the last year, understanding that, because I think a lot of people are always saying that you need to keep risk exactly the same and keep it systematic. I could not agree less with that. I think the edge that we have as manual discretionary day traders, even if we have systems and we have concepts that we follow, we are discretionary. Our edge comes from our ability to think on the fly and make quick decisions. That's the edge of a day trader. So knowing when to press it or when to scale in, I think it's paramount for me.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't want to be making, let's just say you want to make $200 a day, or call it whatever you want, but if you're making more, if you've got a trend day, you don't only make $200 a day. You want to make more than that, obviously. So let's bring up my chart here. Let's go like that. So. And I had it up there now. There we go. So this is by Stephen Goldstein. Great podcast, great follow on Twitter as well. Great book. He's got like I think The Mastering the Mental Game of Trading. I read it about a couple of months ago. Really, really good. Similar to Jared Tendler, speaks a lot about same concepts about improving the weaknesses and learning how to survive as a trader. But he says, every trader goes on tilt at times. It's part of the reality of working in a job. We're engaged in something so random, complex, and uncertain. The ability to recognize when you're in a tilt state and to exit quickly is a key attribute of great traders. So I think that's something that I've got a lot better in terms of controlling my C game. Like when I realize, dude, I should get out of this trade, I just get out of it. Compared to in the past, we're like, let me just see 10 more minutes if I'm in it, and then you're obviously getting shafted, right? So I think that's probably one of the very, very big work-ons. But Zach, maybe also explain to the viewers when are you going to be streaming on ASFX TV?
Yeah, definitely. So I'm going to be hosting my own stream solely on ASFX TV. I'm really excited. And it's going to be 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time to 2 p.m. So 1 hour, 2 days a week, Wednesdays and Thursdays. I'm really excited because some of my best trades actually come in that 1 o'clock to 2 p.m. I
think you muted, Zach. You muted? Yeah, your mic's muted. I don't know. Is it coming now?
No?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, cool.
I don't know what happened there. It just shut off. There you go. You're working now. Yeah.
Am I still good?
Yeah, you're good now. You're good.
Okay. So anyway, ASFX TV, 1 o'clock, Wednesdays and Thursdays, PM Kill Zone. It's one of my favorite times to trade. That's why we decided to give this a shot, because there's a lot of opportunities at that first hour of the afternoon session. We call it the PM Kill Zone. Really good opportunities. And I'm excited. So I'm going to be live trading, and I'm also going to be discussing ICT concepts. I'm going to be talking about volume profile and just kind of showing my model, how I execute on my trades, how I manage risk, how I scale into positions. It's going to be a fun time, man. I'm excited.
Nice. So you can see, as you see across the screen here, you can check out Zach and me on ASFX TV every single week. I'm going to be streaming always Wednesday through to Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern time. And I am also live in the Age4 Discord Wednesdays through to Fridays as well. So make sure to check me there too. But yeah, Zach, otherwise, I always appreciate your time, bro. I think, so that's my thought process from last week coming into this week. And is just to be focused on maybe only the DAX in the London session and the NASDAQ and ES in the New York session. I think when I'm trying to manage all three can sometimes mess with my head,
We've come a long way from trading like 10 different FX pairs, right?
Yeah, that's true, bro. Someone actually mentioned, he gave back to markets trying to hold a friend trade opposite. Oh, so you had a look short bias on GJ. I'm just having a look at GJ on the charts at the moment here. And
I haven't looked at GJ in a minute.
Yeah, it looks like we actually moved higher today. Yeah, I think, obviously, I could see this moving high. We're trading above intraday VWAP all day, but also just kind of bullish market structure. But you might have been seeing something different, which is 100% correct. There's a million ways there's no one way to make money trading. Zach can be shorting, I can be buying the NASDAQ, and I could probably still make money, and he can also probably still make money because I'm probably trading for a 0.5 RR and he's trading for 2, right? And so, well, 10, should I say. But that's kind of my work on from last week is I want to be looking at just those 3 indexes, and then also I am marking up some individual stocks. Always guys say to me, well, James, I want to start trading some individual stocks or ticket names that I have never traded. The first way to do it is to start marking them up every single day. If you look at my my notebook section here, if you go to like a Friday from last week, look over here, markups from the trading day. I didn't do any of those days, but look here, markups from the trading day. Just start marking them up, So that's that would be my work on coming this week, just to simplify things, bro. I always know when I trade big on my better trading days and I don't stuff around on the other trading days, it definitely does help me.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to second that. If you're going to trade a new market, don't just go full in, risking all your money on a new market. Learn how to trade it, mark it up, back test it. Just make sure that you're prepared when you start putting real risk on it, even if it's a prop firm, honestly.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, 100%. Zach, appreciate your time. We'll see you on. Oh, sorry. What days are you on ASFX TV again for the Kill Zone?
Wednesdays and Thursdays, 1 o'clock.
Wednesdays and Thursdays, 1 o'clock Eastern time, before Power Hour. Yes.
Yes. Yeah, right before Power Hour. So those days we're going to be streaming all day, basically.
Yeah. That's the nice thing about ASFX. We literally streaming all day, every single day, right?
Yep. For the most part, you can turn on ASFX TV and there's someone on there trading.
Yeah. So go check us out. Link is in my bio. And we'll see you guys all on tomorrow. Appreciate your time, Zach. We'll check you then.
Of course. Take care, guys.